network. So yeah, so welcome to the channel, guys. And so we're gonna do question 3 on this stream here, guys. I hope the network won't be a problem this time around. If we do have some members, you can you can comment on the stream there, checking the audio though whether it's doing okay, and also I'm checking the. There we go. I'm also checking the network as well. But if you are a member, you can comment on the live stream comments. So we're gonna do question 3, guys. Okay, I'm gonna change the thumbnail. I think the thumbnail says question 2. We're gonna do question 3, which is the last question for this question paper that you see here on the screen. Now we're supposed to do this question 3 in the morning, but we had a challenge with network. So now we are redoing it. I assume that the network is gonna be fine now. Okay. So what you can do now is you can like the video, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel before we start. If you want to watch question 2, unfortunately question 2 we did it 2 days back. Question 1 and 2 we did them 2 days back, so we have to watch that video. That video is now for members only, so I'm gonna release it later probably. Now let's look at question 3. Okay, this is a question that we're supposed to do today around about 10 o'clock morning, but we had a problem with the network. Let's hope that our network won't give us the problem again. Okay, now you can comment there, guys, as a members. If you're not a member, you can only like, share the video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, guys. All right, let's continue. Now let's look at question 3. We're gonna start with 3.1. So question 3b is actually about integration. So this is a Free State question paper, Free State and Gauteng region question paper. It's a common paper, by the way. So let's look at 3.1. 3.1. I'm gonna try to be quick. Wait, it's 3.1.1. We have sigma there. We have the square root of 1 plus tan squared x, then dx. So here we are integrating with respect to x. But what we have here inside there, we have this one here. This is what we call the square identity, by the way, guys. So be very careful. Some of you would have tried to simplify this further, but this is a square identity. So you go to your formula sheet. If you go to your formula sheet, you'll see that we do actually have a square identity on our formula sheet there. Let me show you. Here's a square identity there. 1 plus tan squared is equaling to sec squared x. So meaning 1 plus tan squared, we can change it into sec squared x. So we continue to simplify further. We write sigma there. Then we have sec x squared under the root. Let's not forget it's under the root. Then dx. Now the square root of sec squared and the root, they wanna give you 1 there, right? So you're gonna be left with sec. Now from here we have a problem here, guys. When you go to your formula sheet, you look for the integration of sec. It is not there, people. Let's check them. It is not there. So what they gave you there is for you to find the integration of sec. We only have the integration of tan. So if it's not there, this is the one. Unfortunately, it only I saw it on N6 formula sheet. I mean N6 and N5 formula sheet. I think the integration of sec is there. But the integration of sec, guys, it's ln sec x plus tan x plus c. So this integral, it is not there in the formula sheet, guys. You need to know it. You can also check the formula sheet of N5 as well. You'll find it there. So I hope this will help you understand how to integrate this one. Okay, we are done with that one, people. So let's do 3.1.2. Okay, so before we do that, if you know that you're a member, you can comment there. You can also like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. If you want to join the membership, there is a join button there underneath there on the membership. Okay, now let's do number 3.1.2. Okay, now let me zoom it. Let me first erase here first. I hope you can see, guys, the questions. If you can't see the questions, you can always put your phone in the landscape. Okay, let me just zoom it very quickly. Now if I zoom this, let's look at that question. Let's look at 3.1.2. Here's 3.1.2 there. 3.1.2 is there, right? It's also out of 3 marks, and it's also trigonometric ratios there. So let's do it. The network gave us problem when we were busy with this one, so I decided to stop the first stream, guys. So I'm hoping that this time around our network is fine. Okay, now let's look at the question there. 3.1.2, we have sigma, we have tan, right? X plus sine 2x divided by cos x dx, like this, right? Then here, in order for you to integrate this, you need to simplify first, guys. Remember, simplification is required when you have fractions like this, especially when you have the trigonometric ratio on the fraction. So you can rewrite this like this. You can say tan, right, x divided by what is this, divided by cos x, right? Then plus, we have plus there, you have seen. And then we can change this sine 2x into double angle identity. Remember, double angle identity for sine 2x is 2 sine x multiplied by cos x, and it's also divided by cos x, then multiplied by dx, right? Because the line is solid, this line is solid, you can able to do what we did here, as long as these two terms here are divided by the same cos there, as you can see, both of them here. Okay, so let's continue, guys. Now let's start with the first term there. Look, guys, we still keep the sigma and we still have the dx. This means we are simplifying, we're not yet integrating. Now this one here, don't change tan into sine over cos, because if you simplify this is going to give you sine over cos squared, which is going to be difficult as well. Rather, change this into tan x. Remember, 1 over cos, this one here, 1 over cos is the same as sec. Remember, the inverse is 1 over cos x is the same as sec. So instead of writing this 1 over cos here, we're going to write it as sec. So we're going to have tan multiplied by sec x. There we go. And then on the next term there, we have cos and cos dividing each other. We're only left with sine, 2 sine x, in fact, then dx. Let's put this inside the bracket like this. So now, when it's like this, it's simplified enough. So let's go to our formula sheet and see if we can able to integrate this. Now let's start with the first one here. Let me highlight it very quickly. We have tan x sec x, right? Tan x sec x, if you go to the formula sheet, it is not there on the section for integration here. It is not there, guys, right? So meaning, if it's not there, let's check it on the table of differentiation. I hope you know that differentiation is the opposite of integration. So when we integrate, remember, we're moving from y to dy over dx. This is when we differentiate. When we integrate, we move from dy over dx to y. So from this column here, let's look if we have sec x and tan x. We do have it here. It is there. Now if you go back, the integral of sec x tan x is actually sec x. So if you go back to our canvas, to our problem there, we can say y is equaling to the first one here, tan x sec x is the same as sec x, the integral there. There we go. And then we do this one here, the second term, 2 sine x. Now let's go to our formula sheet again. Now let's go to the integral of our formula sheet. There is the box there. Supposed to integrate sine, but remember our sine, it has 2 there. So that 2 for us, it's actually the coefficient. But the integral of sine, as you can see, is negative cos. So let's go back. Now we have these 2 here. Let me highlight very quickly. We have these 2 here. And then we can say plus 2. And then what is the integral of sine? We said is negative cos x from our formula sheet plus c. So we can simplify it further and say y is equaling to sec x minus, because we have negative there, 2 cos x plus c. So this here, guys, is our final answer for this one. So our network was giving us a problem here, guys. So I'm hoping that it does not give us a problem here as well. Okay, right. Now we are done with this one. Again, guys, if you're not a member, you cannot comment, unfortunately. But if you are a member, you can comment there whether you understood or you have a question. If you want to become a member, you can join the membership by clicking the join button. Okay, it's very simple. All right, so we are done with 1.2.3, 1.1. I mean 3.1.2. Let's do 3.1.3. So let me zoom again so that you can able to see that question. Let's look at 3.1.2. So 3.1.2 is this one here. This one, I think we tried to do it, but the network was so bad, guys. I don't recall doing it. So that video that we did in the morning, we deleted it just in case. And it was not for members, it was for everyone. So I deleted it because it was very messy. Okay, let's look at 3.1.3. 3.1.3, we have sigma there. We have 4x multiplied by 4. In fact, this is 4 minus 1. There we go. And we have x plus 1 and then multiplied by dx. Now here, people, the trick was actually there. It was not much of a trick. It needed you to pay attention to this question. 4 minus 1, those are numbers, man. You can minus them. But people decide to do FOIL here because you have 2 brackets. It's fine as long as you know what you're doing. But there was no need for that. So if you continue and simplify this first, you're going to have 4 there for x. And then what is 4 minus 1 on the bracket there that I highlighted with blue? It's going to give us 3. And then we have x plus 1. There we go, dx. Now we remove the brackets. If you remove the brackets, we're going to have 4x multiplied by 3. This is going to give us 12x. Inside you have x plus 1. There we go. Okay, I'm doing it step by step so that you can able to see what's happening. Then we remove the brackets. Now we multiply this 12x with whatever that is inside. Everything that is inside, in fact. Okay. Right. So let's continue. So 12x multiplied by x, this is gonna give us 12x squared. 12x multiplied by 1, that's gonna give us 12x, and then that's it. Now our question is simplified enough for us to integrate. So this is a standard integral. We don't have to worry about a lot of things here. We just have to integrate this. So the standard integral, we know that we want to have the coefficient, which is 12 there. By the way, if you're not so sure, here's the formula sheet for standard integral. It's this one here, guys. You see the first one. You have the coefficient. In this case, our coefficient, it's a there. That a, I don't know what's happening. Why is this? Guys, doesn't want to write it. That a there. It's fine. We have a multiplied by x to the power of n. So a is the 12 in our question. And then when you integrate, you multiply by a. As you can see, we multiply by a on that formula, which is going to be 12. Then we're going to have 2, the exponent, plus 1, and when we divide by 2 plus 1, the very same exponent there. Okay. And then on the second term, we do the very same thing. We multiply the coefficient. Then we're going to have 1 plus 1 as the exponent, and then we divide by 1 plus 1 plus c, because is our this here is our um, integration. Now we simplify it further. If you simplify it further, we're going to have 12, the exponent 2 plus 1, that is going to give us 3, divide by 2 plus 1, which is 3, plus 12, and then exponent we have 1 plus 1, which is 2, exponent, and then divide by 1 plus 1, which is 2, plus c. Now if you look at the first term, 12 divided by 3, that is going to give us 4x cubed, and then plus 12 divided by 2, that's going to give us 6x squared plus c. So here, this one is our final answer. So the trick here is actually was to trick you with the first brackets there. We had the brackets there. They wanted to trick you with those brackets there. Let me just zoom down again. See the one that I highlighted in blue there? That was the trick actually that they were trying to trick you with. So be very careful, guys, when you are solving these problems. They might give you some serious challenge. So now that we're done with this, again, people, you can like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you want to learn more about integration, I've made videos on integration, people. So you can go to the playlist, go and watch those videos. If you have questions and you want us to try them, you can join the membership, and then I'm going to add you to a members only group for WhatsApp, and then we can communicate. Which question paper would you like to try? Okay, unless you are fine. So let's continue, people. Let's look at 3.1.4, the last one here with 3.1. Okay, so I'm gonna copy it again on the side, and then we do it. Okay, so let me just create a little bit of space here. Right, I'm gonna try to be quick again, guys, so I hope you will be find them. Okay, so let's have there, we have sigma, and then we have 6e to the power of 2x, right, plus, and then we have cos 2x, right, and then we have plus, there we go, we have 2 over x, and then we have dx, like this, right? Right, now here we have 3 types of integrals. You need to able to notice them. I always say this, guys, if you are watching the live streams here, you know that I always tell you that how do you notice what type of integral? When you look at this one here, we have x as an exponent. That means that is going to be our exponential. We're going to use exponential formula. And then we have this one here is a trigonometric ratio. And this one here, it's actually log. Don't confuse this one with the standard integral. Right, so let's go to the formula sheet, guys. It's already simplified, this one, guys. Don't avoid using avoid trying to simplify. They are already simplified. So let's look at this. This is the exponential, guys. So if you go to your formula sheet, here's the exponential here, there it is here, guys. Right, let me highlight them. But what is missing there is a coefficient of x, the exponent. On your formula sheet, we don't have the coefficient of x, but on our question, we do have the coefficient of x, which is 2 there. Now, when you integrate this, you have to divide by the coefficient. So you first you have to multiply by the coefficient of the base, which is 6 there, and then you write e to the power of what, which is e is the base, the power of 2x as it is. But then you must divide by the coefficient of x, which is 2, right? And then ln and e. So that's the formula for integration for exponent, right? So like I said, on your formula sheet, what is missing is this 2 there, which is n. In the formula sheet, the 2 here, it's missing. So make sure that you edit when you write the exam. And then let's continue. Let's look at cos. We need to integrate cos 2x. Again, if you go back to our formula, cos, here's our cos here. Do you guys see? But again here, what is missing? The coefficient of x. In our question, the coefficient of x is actually 2 again there. So when we integrate, we know that the integral of, let's start here, the integral of cos is positive sine, right? So we have to write sine. Then let us not forget the 2x there. But when you integrate, you always divide by the coefficient of x, which is 2 there. There we go. And then we say plus. Now let's look at the last term. I said this one is log. If you go to your formula sheet, we do have something of this sort. As you can see, we have sigma a over x. Our a is our coefficient here on this question. So a over x is our coefficient. As you can see here, we have 2 over x. So when we integrate this, it's gonna give us k multiplied by, or it's gonna give us a multiplied by ln x. So our a, which is 2 here, is gonna be 2, and then ln x plus c. Now, if you simplify it further, we have the 2 on the first term. We have 2. We have 6 divided by 2. That is going to give us 3. And we have ln e on the denominator, guys. Ln e is equaling to 1. Ln e is equaling to 1. Don't forget it. Okay, you can leave it, and you write e to the power of 2x, then plus sine 2x divided by 2 plus 2 ln x plus c. So that's our final answer there, guys. I hope you understood this one as well. Again, people, just in case you did not understand, you can always leave a comment on the live chat. If you are not a part of the member, then you can't. But you can always like the video, guys. Like the video, share the video to your friends who are actually doing info, so that they can know that we are streaming this question here. Especially if you know that you were writing this paper and you are curious about the answers. So this is our final answer for 3.1.4. Now from there, we are moving to 3.2. So I am going to pause the stream, guys. I am not switching off. I want to erase this, and then I will continue with 3.2. Okay, guys, we are back. Now let's look at 3.2. 3.2 need us to use calculators, guys. So here we are evaluating the limits. We're actually doing limits here. That's all I can say. So we want to start with 3.2.1 here. This is a very good question, by the way. So I hope you guys will be paying attention. Okay, now let's look at this question. I'm going to copy it on the side. Let me just zoom down for now. Okay, let's zoom down for now. There we go. So here's what we have, people. We have sigma, right? And then we have 45 degrees there, and then we have 0 there, and then we have 4 cos 2x, and then we have dx multiplied by dx. So here they want us to evaluate. Basically here they just want us to calculate the limits, guys. Now, I've made videos on limits. I'm just going to apply this information. Just in case you want to know about videos on limits, you can go to the playlist. There is a video where I explain these limits. Also, I taught this online with an online class. So the members who were there, they should remember this. So the first thing that you do, guys, is you need to integrate this here. So we have 4 cos 2x there. What is the integral of 4 cos 2x? Luckily, on this one, we don't need to simplify. We know that we're going to have 4 or coefficient. Now, what is the integral of cos? If we go back to the formula sheet, we know that the integral of cos is positive sine. But this cos of ours, it has the coefficient of x, which is 2. So we want to write sine there, 2x divided by 2, because we are integrating, guys. Whenever you integrate, you divide by the 2. People forget this. Okay, do not forget this. And then that's it for now. Okay, and then here you write the upper limit, which is 45, and the lower limit, which is 0. Here are the limits that I'm talking about. Here they are there, 45 and 0, right? Then you continue. Now the second step here, you have the bracket of the upper limit, but before you continue, we have 2 and 4 dividing each other. 4 is actually divided by 2, so you're going to be left with 2 sine 2x, right? And then this is for the upper limit, which is 45. Again, this is not a power, guys. It's just the limit. Then minus the very same integral that you have on the first brackets, which is going to be 2 sine 2x we have the lower limit there. So you're gonna, these are the limits, they're gonna subtract each other. So after this, you substitute by 45. Someone can ask, why are we not including c? Guys, it's useless to include c because they're gonna cancel each other. So even if you don't include it, it's okay, people. But if you wanna include c, you can include c. So now let's substitute. On the first bracket, we have to substitute x with 45. So we have 2 sine, we have 2 multiplied by 45. Remember, 2 multiplied by x, instead of writing x, we're going to write 45. We have minus. Then here we want to have 2 sine, and then we have 2 multiplied by 0, the upper or the lower limit. Remember, on the second bracket is the lower limit. So let me create space and do some calculations there. Let's do some calculations. So we have y, right? So let's do some calculations. We have 2 sine, we have 2 sine 45 multiplied by 2, that is 90. Okay, 2 sine 90, that's gonna give us 2 on this brackets, and then minus, and then we have 2 sine 0. Instead of 90, now we have 0, because 2 multiplied by 0 is 0. That's gonna give us 0. So our final answer, guys, it's 0. Really, if you didn't get this one, I don't know, you need to practice your maths, guys. So the final answer here was 2. It was not that difficult, and it was out of 4 marks, guys. These are free marks. Practice, because they always bring something similar to this. If they don't bring that, these ones, they always bring these ones. So make sure that you practice as much as you can. Okay, we are done with 3.2.1. Let me erase here and let's do 3.2.2. So I'm pausing again the stream, and we're going to continue with 3.2.2. Okay, people, we are back. Now let's look at 3.2.2. Now with 3.2.2, my good people, we have limits again. This time around, by the way, here's our 3.2.2. This time around, though, we have this is the simplest of them all, guys. It's not that difficult. Okay, let me just zoom down and let me write the question here. So we have sigma, right? And we have the upper limit, which is 2, and the lower limit is going to be negative 2. And then we have 4 minus 2t squared, and then dt. So this time around, we are integrating with respect to t. Again, people, the first step here is to integrate. So let's start by integrating the 4 there. So y, open the bracket, again, y, this is a constant. Remember, when you integrate the constant, we multiply by the variable we are integrating with. In this case, we're going to multiply 4 with t. So this is going to be 4 multiplied by t. That's it, people. Whenever you have a constant and you're integrating, just multiply with this variable there. Usually it's x. So this time around is t. So that's why we have 4t. And then we continue here. This one is a standard integral. I think we just have to do it. We have 2, and then we have t, 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1. And then we have the upper limit, which is 2, the lower limit, which is negative 2. Now, if you continue here, we're going to have the bracket of the upper limit, which is 4t, right, minus, then we're going to have 2t with the exponent 2 plus 1, that is going to give us 3, divided by 2 plus 1, that is going to give us 3, and then we close here. That's the upper limit. We're going to put 2 there. Again, let me highlight them with red. These are limits, not powers. Let me just highlight it with different color, guys. Red, already I used it. These are limits, guys, okay, not powers. Please don't fall for this. Don't make this mistake that people do. Okay, and then the second bracket is for the lower limit. We have t minus, is the very same integral there, minus t to the power of 3 divided by 3. And then this time around, we have negative 2 as our lower limit. So now this step here, we substitute the limit wherever there is t. So let's look at the first one here. We have 4 multiplied by t, which is going to be 4 multiplied by 2. That is our upper limit. And minus 2. We have t cubed. So it's going to be 2 to the power of 3 divided by 3. And we close the bracket. Then we say minus. And then on the other one, which is the second bracket, we have 4 multiplied by negative 2. Remember, our lower limit on this bracket, this one here, it's negative 1. It's negative 2, I mean to say. All right, then minus 2, and then we have negative 2 to the power of 3. Remember, wherever there is t, we substitute by negative 2. Okay, we create a little bit of space here so that we can able to see there, guys. Okay, people, comment if you know that. If you are getting confused, members, comment there. If you're not a member, well, you can't comment. You can always like the video though. That would be highly appreciated as well. So let's take out our calculators, guys. Let's do some calculations here. All right, so the first bracket, we have 4 multiplied by 2 minus, right, 2, and then we have 2 to the power of 3 over 3. There we go. What do we get? Let me see if I punch in the right information. Yes, I am getting 8 over 3. So the first one is going to be 8 over 3. This is for the first bracket, minus, right? Okay, let's look at the second one. So here, wherever there is t, we put negative 2 because it's our lower limit, okay? So let's put it on our calculator. What I'm getting here is negative 1 over 8. So I mean 3 over 8 over 3. Sorry about that. So it's going to be negative 3 over 8. Okay. Now negative and negative shall give you positive, guys. Okay. I hope my calculations are correct, but I think they are correct. So that's what I got, by the way. Let me see. Yes, that's what I actually got there. So negative, let's see, negative 1, negative 3, 8 over 8 over 3, negative and negative, this negative here, it's gonna give you positive. It's gonna be positive 8 over 3. So when the denominator is same, the numerator will add each other. So the final answer is gonna be 16 over 3. So if you want to leave it in decimal, it's going to be 16 over 3. What is it? 16 over 3 in decimal. Let me see. What do I get here? I am getting 5,3333 unit. 5,333 unit square. Oh, I forgot to write unit square on the first one, guys. But always write the unit square whenever you're calculating the area. Usually whenever you have limits, usually we use this method to calculate the area, which is going to be the next coming question. So this is our final answer for this one here. I also hope that you managed to understand this one. It was not that difficult, guys. It's a repetition of the same thing, guys. These questions here, they they don't change them. Understand how to do these questions, and that's it. They never change them. They just change the values. You need to integrate, then after integrating, you minus the first bracket with the upper limit, then the second bracket, it must have the lower limit. So the first bracket is for the upper limit and the second bracket is for the lower limit, and then you just substitute and use a calculator. So this is how we do this one, guys. Okay, if you didn't understand, as a member, you can always comment on the live chat. And if you're not a member, you can always like people, subscribe to the channel. I've made videos, guys, explaining this, right? But if you want to join the membership, there is a membership button underneath the video. Okay, right, people, let's do number 3.3. This is one that is very interesting. Now, there we have a cubic graph, guys, right? So they say given below the graph of x, f of x is equal to x cubed plus x squared minus 12x. Determine the area bounded by the graph of f. The x-axis and x is -4 and +3. Right, so guys, let me tell you this. They want the area of these guys. Okay, this one I'm gonna highlight with different colors. These ones here. This is area one. Let's call this one area one, right? And then this one here, let's call it area two. So there's two areas, guys. They want you to calculate those areas. Now, they said they are bounded actually by the x-axis. This is very important. When they say they are bounded by x-axis, it means that the x-axis, right, is the closing part of this area. As you can see, if you look at this x-axis here, it's closing the blue area, which is area one. It's also closing the red area, which is area two. So it's actually enclosing both these areas. Okay, but now we have two limits. One of the limit, it's -4, and the other one, it's +3. Now, what you should know is, let me tell you this very important information. Let's use green so that you can be able to distinguish between the colors. As long as the area is on the positive side of y, remember this side of y is positive, the blue one there, our area we're gonna get here is gonna be positive. And then this one, because it's on the negative side of y, the red one, the red area or area 2, our area is going to be negative. That doesn't mean that they will subtract each other. Remember, we need to know the areas. We have to add both of them. So rather do these areas individually, so separately. So here's what you should know, guys. Now let's start with area 1. Area 1, right? Area 1, we're going to have sigma. But then, what are our limits? Let's go back there. We have -4 and 0. Those are the limits of area 1 because they are x-axis that are actually enclosing the area 1 there. Again, people, the limits, you only take the x values in your level. Okay, and therefore just take x values, guys, right? So now the bigger number is the one that's going to be the upper limit. The lower number is going to be the lower limit. So between 0 and -4, the bigger number is 0. I hope you can see that. Between 0 negative and -4, 0 is a bigger number. And -4 is going to be lower limit. Then inside here, you write f of x. Our f of x is x cubed, right? Plus x squared minus 12x. And then close bracket, then dx. I hope you guys can see. I hope you can see this one. Then from here, you integrate. So let's integrate. So you're still on area 1, guys. Still on area 1, the blue one, by the way. Should have used blue when I was doing this, but I hope you can hear me. Okay, so let's integrate this. If we integrate the first term, it's x3 plus 1 as exponent divided by 3 plus 1. X to the power of 3 plus 1. The second one is x to the power of 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1. And then the third one minus is 12x1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. There we go, 1 plus 1. Okay, and then we close the bracket. So let me just create a little bit of space, a little bit of space. All right. Then we write the upper limit. The upper limit is 0. The lower limit it's -4. Then let's just simplify it further. Area 1, the first bracket is for the upper limit, which is gonna be x to the power of 3 plus 1, which is 4, divided by 4. There we go. Plus, and then the other one is gonna be what? X to the power of 2 plus 1, which is 3, divided by 3. There we go. And then minus. And then this one here on what is this? On the last one, we have 12 multiplied by x to the power of 1 plus 1, which is going to give us 2, divided by 1 plus 1, which is 2. And then we close the bracket there. This is going to be for the upper limit. What is our upper limit? 0, right? So remember, we always minus, guys. Okay, let me just zoom down a bit here. We always minus. Let's minus. We minus with the the very same integral, guys, which is gonna be x to the power of 4 minus 4, right, plus, right, x cubed divided by 3 plus 12x squared divided by 2. And then here we have the lower limit, which is minus 4, right? I hope you guys can see this. Okay, I hope you guys can see what's happening there. Let me highlight the limits there, guys. I repeat, limits are not powers. Do not substitute them as powers. So let's start with the first um bracket there. We substitute wherever there is x, we're going to substitute with 0. So we're going to have 0 to the power of 4 divided by 4 plus 0 to the power of 3. Oh, what did I do there? 0 to the power of 3 divided by 3 minus, if we say 12 divided by 2, that is going to give us 6. So we can say 6 multiplied by 0 to the power of 2. Remember, x is squared there. There we go. Then we minus them, right? And then we go to the second bracket. This time around, we're going to substitute with negative 4. So we're going to say negative 4 to the power of 4. Wherever there is x, we substitute with 4. Divide by, we substitute by negative 4, by the way. Divide by 4, right? Plus. And then the other one is going to be negative 4 cubed. Oh, guys. Negative 4 cubed divided by 3. And the other one here, like I said, the last one, we have 12 divided by 2. That is going to give us 6. So we're going to have negative 4, then squared. Then we close our bracket there. I hope you guys can see, guys. I hope you can see. Unfortunately, you cannot comment. So I'm hoping that you are taking notes. Right. So from here, the first one, the first bracket is 0. Because multiplied by 0 dividing 0. So it's going to be 0. Now the second bracket, let me just put it inside the calculator, guys. See if we're gonna get the right answer. So I'm gonna stop there, but let me just continue, guys. Let me not do anything. Let me just continue. We have a negative 4 to the power of 4, right? And then we divide by 4 there, right? And then we say plus, okay, plus negative 3. Let me do the fractions. Negative 3. Don't forget to put it inside the bracket, guys. Negative 4, I mean, not 3. Negative 4 to the power of a 3. Do not forget to put the brackets, guys. Divide by 3, right? And then the last one here, we have plus 6, right? And then we have negative 4 to the power of 2. Okay, let me double check. Negative 4 to the power of 4 divided by 4 plus negative 4 to the power of 3 divided by 3 plus 6 multiplied by negative 4 squared. Okay, so my answer here, I am getting, oh, is this correct? I am getting 138.666. So meaning our answer is going to be minus 138.6. Is it 666? Yeah, 667. Okay, let me double check, guys. I'm not so sure about this, but let me see if it is correct, though. It is correct. It is correct, guys. I don't think there is a. I don't think there is a mistake here, but you can double check there, guys. Unfortunately, I cannot uh, ask from you guys. Yeah, it's negative 30. Why is it negative, by the way? Oh, something is not right, guys. It's supposed to be positive because this is the one on top. Okay, let me double check. Okay, we have, oh yes, it's positive. Oh, it is positive, guys. Oh, it is positive because we have negative here, guys. So it's gonna be negative there, right? I hope you can see that. It's positive, guys, right? Just because we have negative, it's gonna be negative. So now, don't write it as negative, just write it as positive. It's gonna be 138,667. So this is area 1. Now it's time for us to do area 2. Okay. Okay, let's look at area 2. I'm gonna do it this side. So area 2, what do we have there? Area 2, let me just create a little bit of space, guys. I hope you're still with me. Area 2, what do we have here? We have area 2. This time around, we still have sigma. Now, the upper limit and the lower limit, now they will be a bit different. Now look, I'm gonna use red. Let me just use black. Okay, let's use black. Now 0 is the beginning where our area 2 start, and 3 is the end where our area start. So the upper limit is the bigger number between 0 and 3. So 3 is the upper limit, and then the lower limit is gonna be 0. So yes, the limit is between 0 and 3, guys. I think I said the upper limit. Okay, the limit is between 0 and 3. Now upper limit is 3, the lower limit is 0, because 3 is bigger than 0. Then you put your f of x here. Remember, our f of x is x cubed plus x squared, right? Minus, is it minus? Oh, guys, I think I made a mistake. Let's go back. Okay, bear with me, guys. I think I made a mistake here. Yeah, I see my mistake, guys. Oh, guys, let's go back. I made a mistake here. This was not supposed to be plus. You guys see? It was supposed to be minus. Can we fix it? Let me fix it there, because it's minus there. Do you guys see? It's the same thing, by the way. Oh, let's fix it. Let's fix it. Almost made a mistake, guys. Let's fix it. Okay. Let's make it minus. Now it means our answer is gonna be different. Okay. I hope you didn't log out, people. I hope you didn't log out. Okay, let's. Oh no, what did I do? Should have not removed the thing, but it's fine. We have to recalculate it, guys, before we continue with the other question. We need to recalculate it. Let me erase very quickly here. Can't be that. Okay, again, people, let's go back. Sorry about that. Let's go back. So we have root of well, we have 4, negative 4 to the power of 4, right? Divide by 4. Okay, then we have plus. Okay, we have plus. Yes, plus negative 4, right, to the power of 3 over 3. There we go. And then this was supposed to be minus. I said plus them. Minus 6. Then we have negative 4 to the power of 2. There we go. There we go, people. So we need to fix our answer here. Oh, yes. So our answer. So our answer here is going to be like this. Remember this one, the first bracket give us 0 minus this minus there. Okay. And then let's see. What do we have here? Let's see what we have there. We're gonna have, yes, we're gonna have there we're gonna have minus 53.3. Okay, minus 53.33. There we go. And then minus and minus gonna give you positive 53.33. There we go. Unit square. Yes. Okay. I hope you managed to see this. That was a mistake, people. Please make sure you watch until this part. If you watch and then you stop there, then you make a mistake. So let's go back here to area 2. So to recap, we said area 2 is the red part of this graph. Yeah. So the lower limit, because area 2 is covered from 0 to 3, the lower limit is 0, the upper limit is 3. So you're gonna put f of x inside there, and then minus 12x, and then dx like this, right? Now let's try to continue before our mic dies. Now we integrate, guys. We done the integration here. I'm just gonna jump straight to the integration. If you look, it's the same integral, guys. This one here, let me highlight with green there. It's the same. What you get here is the same. It's gonna be the same. Nothing changed there. The only thing that changes is the limit. So you're gonna have area 2 is equaling to x to the power of 4 divided by 4 plus x to the power of 3 divided by 3 minus 6x squared. and then the upper limit is 3, the lower limit is 0. Just in case you're not so sure about 6x squared, if you go back here, 12 divided by 2, that is going to give us 6, guys. So I just decided to do it that way. So let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Be very careful, guys, because you can make mistakes as I've done them. We have area 2. Now we have bracket 2. Bracket 2, the first bracket here is for the upper limit. Okay, so rewrite it as it is, people. I know it's tiring, but just rewrite it as it is. And this is going to be for the upper limit minus bracket number 2, which is for the lower limit, which is x to the power of 4 divided by 4 plus x to the power of 3 divided by 4, divided by 3. Okay, I'm trying to be quick, guys. Minus 6x squared. Right, this is for the lower limit. Now, all you have to do here is to substitute. Let's substitute. So wherever there is x, we put the upper limit, which is going to be 3. So we have 3 to the power of 4 divided by 4. Plus, we have 3 to the power of 3 divided by 3. There we go. And then minus 6, 3 squared. There we go. Then we close the bracket there. Minus, by the lower limit, wherever there is x, we put 0. So it's 0 to the power of 4 divided by 4 plus 0 to the power of 3 divided by 3 minus 6, 0 to the power of 2. Then this is what we have. Then let's use our calculators. Let's find area 2. Okay, area 2. What is our area 2? There we know that we have on the first bracket, we have 3. Just do it. We have 3 to the power of 4. Okay, 3 to the power of 4. Okay, divide by 4. There we go. And then we say minus, or we say plus. Plus, right? Plus 3. Oh, this plus 3 to the power of 3 divided by 3, guys. Okay, and then we say minus 6, and then we have 6 multiplied by 3. Okay, let's see, minus 6 multiplied by is it 3 to the power of 2. So what do we have here? Okay, we are having negative 24. It makes sense, people, why our answer is negative here. Okay, I'm gonna explain it again. Negative 24 comma 75 comma 75. I hope you can still see. And then the second bracket, which is this one, the answer is 0 here, guys, because everything is going to be divided by 0, multiplied by 0, so plus 0, right? So this one here, area 2, is actually negative 24.75. There we go. Now, remember at the beginning there, let me just go back. I hope you can able to see the area. At the beginning, I did say that the area in blue, this one here, is going to be positive, which is this, because it's happening on the positive side of y. And this one in red is going to be negative because it's happening on the negative side of y. Okay, but when you add them, guys, there's no need for you to have the differences because we are looking for the area for both of them. Okay, so total area, let's just say area, it's area 1, right, plus area 2. So area 2 is gonna be positive. Make it positive, guys, right? There is a formula for it. I'm gonna show you the formula, but make it positive because we are calculating for the total area. So area 1 is total area is gonna be 53.33 plus area 2, which is 24.75. So if you combine the two here, let's see what do we have here. 53.33. Your final answer is gonna be 78.08. So our final area is gonna be 78.08 unit square. Okay, so this part here can be confusing for a lot of people. Some people may ask, why is area 2 now positive? Because it was negative. Okay, so make it positive, like I said, but I'm gonna show you exactly. So when you do this, guys, when you do the formula, it's actually like this. Let me just write it on the side here. Let me just write it here. The actual formula is area 1, right? Its total area is equaling to, right? Obviously, the upper limit, let's say x2, then this is x1, right? Area 1 minus, right? Minus the x2 to x1, I mean, let's say x1 here, and x3 there. And then this is going to be area 2. So basically, this is what is happening when we have a cubic. This is the formula there. Okay. So that's what you're going to get. That's the total area. So we did this separately, guys. At the end, area 2 is going to be negative. We have negative there. So area 2, since it was negative 24, if you substitute it here with this negative here, it's going to be positive. Hence, we have plus there. Okay. So I hope you understand. I hope you guys understand. So that's the final answer. That's the last question. I hope this helped you to understand, people. We are done with this previous question paper, the one that they wrote here. So next time when you come across this, let's make sure you don't fall for these simple tricks. Okay, be very careful, because I've made a lot of mistakes there as I was solving some of the problems. Okay, so be very, very careful, and good luck with your test. Now, I don't know from the members, if members you have any question paper that you want us to try, except for the ones that I did online. There are question paper that I already done on the on the channel. You can go to those question paper. But if you have other question papers that you want us to try, you can send those question on the group, the private group only for members. And if you're not a member, you cannot do that. So if you want to join the membership, you can go to join button, join the membership, and then I will add you to the group. In fact, I'll send you the link of the memberships only, and then you join that group, and then you can able to send me the question papers. And also want to send you this question paper. In fact, it's already there in the group, this question paper for test 2. All right, people, thank you for watching, and good luck with your exam. If you am seeing you for the last time, good luck with the exam. See you guys when you do N5.